Hey, how you doing? This is Juniversa. It's another episode of Speedrun the podcast. Today we're going to be talking season 4 of The Bear. We covered it last year when the previous season came out. But today we have a friend of the show. This is his first time on. He's been asking me to be on the show. He wants to talk movies, talk shows, because you work on a lot of them. But welcome to the Waffle Press movie podcast, Gabriel Chavez. How you doing, Gabe?
I'm doing good, my brother. How you doing?
Good, good. And this is also your first time on a podcast ever, so
It's the first. That's why I was like, dude, like if I'm gonna do my debut, it might as well be with you, right?
yeah, exactly.
And I have
I'll
been asked before another podcast, but I'm just like I never
mhm.
had the time.
Yeah,
So
I won't steer you wrong. But Gabe, tell us a little bit about yourself for any like listeners, what you do. You can't say any NDAs, of course, but just give us the gist
so
of it.
I'm a assistant director in television features and commercials.
Hmm.
And yeah, that's what I do.
Can you
I'm on set.
say, yeah, can you say any of the shows that you worked on?
Ah, God. Well,
Non-legally binding.
not legally binding. I've worked on WandaVision,
Hmm.
Mandalorian seasons 1 and 2,
Hmm.
Book of Boba Fett, uh, a few of the other Star Wars shows. Just they played on a few.
Hmm.
Shows like This Is Us, uh, God, Sugar for Apple TV, uh,
Nice.
The Dropout for Hulu. I worked on Oppenheimer and both Barbie as far as features, just to name more recent ones.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Uh, a few other big features, and lots of commercials. Uh,
Nice.
recently, the more prominent recent one was the State Farm Bateman Batman commercial.
Yeah.
That was
That
the
would,
more recent one that I worked on for
hmm.
the Super Bowl that got pushed because of the LA fires.
Hmm.
They waited until to debut it instead of the Super Bowl for March Madness, which it worked out anyway.
Yeah,
But
made
it
sense.
yeah, it was a pretty big commercial. It would have actually worked well for the Super Bowl though. But yeah, I mean, then the stuff that I'm working on now and that I've worked on recently hasn't come out yet, so
Hmm. Can't
I
talk
really
about it.
can't say. Yeah, I can't
Yeah, of
talk about that. You know
course.
some of it, like just
Yeah.
to a degree.
Off camera, we
Uh,
can talk about it, but
yeah,
not
but
on camera.
not on camera. Definitely not on camera. So.
Mhm. But yeah, Gabe. And then also too, like, can you tell us just what an assistant director does, just for anyone listening that may not know or hasn't
Well,
been on set?
assistant director, much to people outside the industry, is
Yeah.
not an assistant to the director. An assistant director, uh, basically, well, they have slight different, uh, well, overall authority. They basically run the set.
Hmm.
Uh, there's various different types of assistant directors. The big boss is usually the first assistant director, and then you have second assistant directors, and then seconds. And in LA, in overseas, they're actually called third assistant directors, which makes more sense. If you're in Canada, anywhere else in the world, but yeah, so we deal uh with directors, the producers. We're in the middle of everything all the time. We run base camp. We we basically and also the production set PAs are under the assistant director's
Hmm.
department, the AD department. So they run talent, background. They handle the walkies and all those type of utility situations. Uh, there's also a key set PA, which is kind of like a like a AD in the making. So they
Hmm.
have a lot of responsibilities. But we deal with all departments. We have to actually know how all the departments run
Hmm.
and then coordinate logistically and just the overall making it happen. So if the director
Yes.
wants a shot, we got to figure out, along with other departments, how we're going to make it happen. Usually beforehand, we know what the shot list is going to be. We're the ones who kind of put all that stuff together along with the director. In commercials, slightly different, features a little bit different, television, it's a little bit different, but the overall um, gist of what we do is basically we have to deal with we're like basically the the center, like if you're like a wheel, I always say like the
Hmm.
spokes on a wheel is every
Yeah,
department. We're always the center of
yeah,
that wheel.
yeah.
So we basically, yeah, it's a very uh challenging position. Uh a lot of people really like don't understand it half the time.
Okay.
But at the same time, I mean, especially outside of the industry, I mean, in the industry, it's like I think it was said by an actress. He said, the you can make a movie without a director, but you can't make a movie without an AD.
Yeah, that's very true.
It's
Yeah, the
like
most
yeah, if you can't, you don't have
necessary.
yeah, you can have some of the best directors and everything, but if you have a weak AD team, that movie is going to suffer, and the crew's going to suffer for it because
Mhm.
it's a hard thing. Yeah, uh, the rise and fall of how a production goes is usually falls on the AD department. Um, but everyone's important, like everybody's crucial, and but understanding how everybody fits and slots in is what makes an AD, effective.
Mhm.
So for those who don't know, yeah, it's one of those jobs that you don't really understand until you see it and you realize how necessary it is. And you realize that, oh, okay, without this department, all the other ones kind of like, they're there and they do their thing, but you need someone to kind of bring it together.
Mhm.
So yeah, no, we have to figure it out on the fly half the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
that's how you know you're on a good set too. Got
yeah,
good people helping you out. Yeah, man. But yeah,
definitely.
we've worked together a few times on a few sets, uh,
Yeah.
independent short films. So, and it's good to finally have you on this podcast too. I know I've been saying it for a long time, but uh, this is it. But Gabe, before we get into it, you like the bear? I know it's a show we've been talking about, but how do you feel in general about the bear? Because been through like 4 seasons of the show, and I think this is my favorite show on television right now. Not sure how you feel.
Oh, dude, I mean, it's one of my favorite shows currently. Like it's a show that I will make time for. Uh like there's other shows that I'm just like I'll wait until, you know, I have the mindset to watch it, but when I hear the bear coming out, dropping its,
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, dude, I'm not good.
rush.
I literally don't do anything for a day. Like I'll make
Hmm.
sure and I'll binge watch it and just enjoy it and then watch it again.
Hmm.
First as a fan and then as a filmmaker, just to watch the editing, the writing, the
Yeah.
acting, the music, everything,
Hmm.
because it's a well done show. I mean,
It
it,
is.
I think anybody who's studying television film right now, it's a show that you should watch on the technical side, on the artistic side, like to just like I mean, as a fan, definitely that's why I just want to watch as a fan, just enjoy it. But then I look at it like I watch the pacing, what they're trying to tell with the editing, like when they do the quick cuts and how that tells a certain type of story, and then sometimes it's just they you could just tell that they just let the camera roll and let the actors just play in the frame. And it's like so subtle yet powerful when they do those things. And then with gentle close-ups and stuff, not doing too much. And then
Yeah.
other times they're just like bam, 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 bam. And it, so I love that they do that. And not a lot of shows do that. They
Hmm.
usually stick to one format. But it feels like what the show's about. There are times of great tension and craziness, and there's times of subtle quietness. And I think it reflects that because you're going through characters' lives here and
Hmm.
you're dealing with those things. So that's why I really enjoy the show.
Yeah, that's amazing. And yeah, yeah, I'm also just glad we get like year after year. It's like a season. We don't have to wait like 2 years or 3 years in between seasons like some shows.
I
But
know.
yeah, the bear is excellent. But anyway, Well, I guess without further ado, we'll have you speed run some topics.
Sure.
I'm gonna have a timer on me counting down to 10 minutes, and I'll give you the notice when we start. But unless you have any questions, Gabe, uh, we
Let's
could.
do this, man. Let's do this.
All right, that's what I like to hear. And we are starting now. So, what
Okay.
has been your favorite episode of The Bear and why? Doesn't have to be this season.
Forks by far.
Forks. Okay. With
Forks.
Richie.
Yeah,
Love
there
Richie.
is that one resonated with me. Just finding your purpose, and how everything just starts falling into place for you once that happens. That just even if things don't work out, it's like it's that whole notion of you get what you need, not what you want. What Richie
Hmm.
wanted was one thing, but what he needed is what he ended up getting. And even though it may look like he lost this, and he didn't really lose anything, he actually
No.
gained far more. And but he was just discovering it there. Like it just the realization and the emotion and the all that stuff is to me was like, and for me, my personal life and my personal
Hmm.
journey, that resonated with me because it's never too late to find your purpose.
Yeah.
And Richie was such a freaking crazy character. There was points where I didn't fucking like him. Sorry.
No, no, no. You
I
can
was
swear. You can swear.
just like this, this guy. And but then I was like that evolution, man. It was like, wow,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Richie is a phenomenal character. And I love Richie because it's like I know a lot of Richies, and that's what makes it so awesome.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
other episodes are great, but that one
yeah.
just resonated with me more.
Yeah. But what dish from the, because I've had your cooking, it's great. What dish from the bear do you think you could make?
Most of them, bro.
Okay. Or just off the top of your head.
Oh, I mean, the omelet I've done, I already tried it. Came
Okay.
out really good.
Nice.
I saw it like I could do that easy and make it
Okay.
look exactly like City did, and I did. And my brother and
Oh,
I were like, we both cook. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, I know how to cook.
okay.
I am culinarily trained, so I do
Nice.
know that kind of stuff. So I could
Hmm.
do that on the fly. And
Yeah.
you've had my cooking, so
Yes.
it's like, so you know what's up. But
I want to try that omelet though.
now omelets, yeah, now I could make that thing easy.
Yeah. So how well did the Uncle Jimmy brings out the clock to the countdown of how long they have till the restaurant closes? How well did the timer clock work as a narrative device?
I liked it. I think it worked well because I mean you have to look at what their whole thing leading up to that moment when they put the clock in, what they were talking about, and it kind of gets lost in the first couple seasons, well, in the second and into the third season. It was something that what's his name, the uncle's name I forgot, but the
Jimmy.
Jimmy, yeah, Jimmy, sorry.
Mhm.
Uh, he kind of been emphasizing over the course of two seasons about the financial aspect and all those things, but it just kind of he was always constant about that. And
Mhm.
so with the fact that he puts a clock, he says, look, this is, it just it means different. Like time means different things to different people,
Yeah.
so
Every
you
second
can
counts.
exactly, but in one aspect it means this and everything. Another aspect, like you can't get back time once you lose it, which is what Richie kind of thinks about. I mean, with Carmi, when he thinks about his brother, he never got back to time because and you have Sydney who is like has time running out for her decision, and then Richie who has already gone the other side. He felt time was like he wasted his time, and hence
Mhm.
he's on the other side of it now, where he's
Yeah.
like enjoying every second that he has now. And then you have like sugar with the
Mhm.
baby now. And so time is, and for all of us, it's like you feel the tension. Time is also, it is running out, but also how quickly it runs out or how you enjoy it. There's times when a moment lasts for a long time, and then there's time where like, damn it, dude, like it, dude, it's just 5:30. Like you felt like it's been forever. And other times when you're just talking to someone and boom, 3 hours
Mhm.
pass by, you're like, holy crap, I got to work
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it means different. I like that the emphasis that this business that everybody's put their heart and soul into has a finite clock on it.
Mhm.
And what are you going to do now that you know this is happening. So I think it it spoke a lot to different characters.
Yeah. Well said. Well said. Thoughts on the direction they took Carmi this season? Was it too broody? Was he? Yeah.
I think he's like a guy who is in the aftermath of a transition that
Mm.
I think he lost his fuel. Like he's a guy who had this rage, this anger, this sadness, all this stuff, right? And all that stuff, like if it wasn't one thing, it was another. He talks about it when he talks about his brother a couple times, where
Mhm.
he was just so pissed off that it drove him to be what he was, what he became. Like he was just basically to show off on his brother, like fuck you, I could do this.
Yeah.
He talks about it when he's like in a grief counselor meeting and stuff. And then he kind of mentions that like it shows what he drives. And he used that as fuel. He hated that one guy. He wanted to show that one chef, the guy who made his life a living hell.
Yeah.
All those things. Like competition, he talks about how he sees like all these fuel to make himself better, except the one thing that he forgot to tap into was that like self-love, that purpose, which is what Richie found. So I
Mhm.
think in he ran out of that fuel. He no longer had that fuel, like because he realized that the anger he had for that one chef is gone. He talks to his mother, which was the final nail in the coffin, to how like what his passion, like what fueled his passion. It's like
Mhm.
when people have trauma, it's like they don't know what to do with. They don't longer have that trauma. When they forgive and they move past it, it's like a breakup, like anything. It's like you rather hurt than not feel that hurt. Like that hurt like a lot of people get toxic that way. They don't know what they're doing. And he was toxic. And
Yeah.
now
He
that
was
toxic, but he learned to forgive and he's like, but he still doesn't know how to be with himself, which is what I think if a fifth season comes about, which I'm not sure,
greenlit.
I think
Greenlit.
it, yeah, okay, great. So, uh, I think it's Carmi finding his self-love, which is again what Richie found. Richie found his self-love, which found when he found his purpose.
Mhm.
And now he's like this dude who knows what he's doing. He's
Yeah.
like steady. And so I think Carmi didn't have that. That was like he just was like, and in Sydney also, like everybody found their purpose except for him. But he gave everybody their purpose.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Like
it's that.
yeah, so
Well, yeah.
that's yeah, so I think that
I,
it's him finding his purpose, and his purpose, once he finds his purpose, he's gonna find that love that he needs to fuel that passion he has. Like he doesn't know. And his mom is someone who didn't realize that until later in life.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
that conversation basically tells him like, shit, I'm like my mom and I don't want to be like her and I better figure my shit out before I do anything else. And I think leaving the restaurant, spoiler alert, is was his way of, I mean, isn't it a perfect decision in my opinion, but it was his way of saying I got to figure my shit out because
Yeah. No,
if not,
it's
I mean, he could
that's
end up
what.
like his brother or he
Mhm.
could end up like his mother.
Yeah.
And he
Doesn't
doesn't
want.
want either one of that.
Yeah. Uh, wedding up. So wedding episode Bears best scene. Uh, what was the best scene and probably the best episode of the season?
Oh man, that one, I mean, I mean, under the table was kind of nice when they were underneath, but also the whole thing with Fanny Fack, the
Brie
whole fucking
Larson
fucking, yeah, that whole, with Brie
is so
Larson was hilarious.
I love it.
I mean, there's a lot of moments I mean, those ensembles there's so many moments that are important in different ways that end up paying off later on.
Hmm.
Like in Fishes or Seven Fishes, whatever that. There
Yeah.
was a lot of moments that you see dropped in later on that just kind of it harks back to it. It's like like when he talks about his time in New York with what's his with that couple
Yeah.
and then
Uh, his cousin.
yeah, his cousin and stuff, and when he was like the perfect guest in New York, and then like there's little things that they talk about that continue on, and he even continues on in the wedding episode when he talks, oh, he was the perfect dude, like he was great and this and that, and so there's like he's receiving these accolades, like Carmi especially, he's receiving these accolades, like he's realizing he made difference to people, which is his journey, like
Hmm.
I think under the table he sees everyone like being vulnerable,
Yeah.
and Carmi notice he starts being vulnerable there, which is like refreshing for everybody looking at him like, oh, okay, and so uh I think under the table, but the Fanny Fact thing was hilarious, like just that whole exchange between both of them constantly just bickering was
Mm-hmm.
I thought was
That's
funny.
good. That's good. What'd you think of the focus on Richie and City this season?
Oh, dude, I liked it
Mm-hmm.
because there are two people finding their purpose. Cindy with this hyper, the way she ended last season, all like this, but it's because she was going through her own thing, and then having the whole situation with her father and recalibrating herself, where she was kind of feeding off Carmi
Mm-hmm.
more in the way he was being erratic, and kind of seeing, well, if I
Oh,
need to be great, I have to be like that.
and sorry, we are out of time.
Okay, there we go.
And so, well, you got 6 out of 12. Not too bad, but
Yeah,
you had some good answers. So it's not if you win or lose; it's how you play the game.
of course.
But yeah, I feel like I could have talked with you about the bear,
That's a great show,
bro.
dude.
It's so good. It's so good. So yeah, I could have talked to you the whole night. Well, we probably will. When we hang out, we will.
Oh, definitely, bro. It's
Yeah.
we'll definitely go get dinner soon.
Yes, we will. Yeah, let you. But any last thoughts on the bear? Anything you want to say?
I'm looking forward to next season. I think keep hearing people making comments about it being slower, faster, and I think what they're not missing is that it's a show you have to see its entirety, like it's a full story. And to compare one season to the other, it's like, dude, these people are evolving.
Yeah,
So the pace of the show has to evolve as well to different things. So I think if people can, my last thoughts is just like, stop judging, just watch and enjoy. And then,
yeah,
and then if you like it, great. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, go watch something else.
yeah. There's a lot
Simple as
of
that.
there's a lot
Yeah.
of shit on TV.
Yeah. No need to get on YouTube or
Hmm.
Instagram and start like breaking down a show that, especially for people who don't know how to write or direct
Hmm.
or just, yeah, just enjoy. I liked it, didn't like it. Okay, cool. All good. But I think, but if you're not in the industry, don't stop getting technical. Just
Yeah,
stop
sure.
talking about the writing or the
Uh,
editing or the crap like that. It's like, duh, bro, if, yeah, you
yeah.
know,
No, I agree. I agree. Um, well said. But yeah, Gabe, it's cool to find. I know I said it before, but finally having you on your first podcast broke the
I
podcast
know.
cherry, broke the
Yeah.
podcast cherry.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course. But anything you want to promote, or where can people follow you at if you want to share?
Uh, No, I mean, right now I have a lot of stuff I'm working on, both personally and stuff like that, and rather not, I'll definitely, if future allows, we'll probably promote it later down the line.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, I got some projects in the works
Hmm.
that I think people will be very, yeah, got stuff coming in the works that I don't, both on the larger scale and on just more smaller.
Yeah.
Uh, that I'm excited about. I think a lot of people will, well, the stuff I work on. So that's
Hmm.
that's some of the stuff that I'm really
Yeah.
uh excited to be a part of, and that I definitely would like to talk about as those things get closer to release and whatnot.
Of course. Yeah. We'll be glad to have you on again to talk about it. That'd be awesome. Any social media or anything as well, or
No, just for my homies. I'm not
oh,
a
okay.
big,
Yeah, yeah,
just yeah, just my I take a lot of set photos and stuff like that. If
sure.
people are really, I mean,
Yeah,
it's to me, it's like I'm not on it to promote myself. If anything, I just show behind the scenes photos of all the
definitely.
productions that I'm on. If people are interested in that, they can try to find me. But if
Yeah,
not,
or
you
or
know,
or just meet you in real life.
just meet me in real life, and
There you
and
go.
I'd rather do that instead. But
Yeah,
yeah, my brother.
sounds good.
Nah, yeah.
Sounds good. But yeah, you can follow the Waffle Press at the Waffle Press on Twitter, at the Waffle Press Podcast on Instagram. We're on SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube. Please like, share, subscribe. If there's something you don't like it anyway. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We've been professionally unprofessional.